Public Service Day.
Since graduating from university almost 4 decades ago, I have dedicated my life to public service. It has been the most rewarding of career choices. Today, the world confronts even more complex challenges than my generations did when we started out. From good governance to climate change and the Millennium Development Goals, the world needs dedicated and talented individuals to make public service their life. I encourage young people everywhere to actively consider this choice. The life you choose today can help build better lives for millions of others tomorrow.
The world salutes to those who provide good service to the public.
I have spent more than 3 decades in the public service. I know that it is a tough job. Managing the public sector in today's environment of constant change has become a demanding challenge for policymakers, service delivery managers, and civil servants. A challenge that is especially daunting for those in developing countries and countries with economies in transition. My message to all of you today is that all of us, the UN family, its member states, and all stakeholders have an opportunity to advance development for the benefit of all citizens of the world. Let us make the most of this opportunity by assisting governments to strengthen their policy-making systems, reinforce their human resources capacity, and improve the overall efficiency of their governance systems by using the latest tools, including information technology. The Department of Economic and Social Affairs is ready to assist governments to serve their citizens better. Thank you.
Celebrate the UN Public Service Day in your country, city, town, and village.
Good governance, rule of law, and accountable and transparent public administration that renders essential services effectively to the public are key to the realization of sustained economic growth, equity, and social justice, and to achieving internationally agreed development goals, including the Millennium Development Goals. The capacity to innovate and to promote new ideas and effective solutions to increasingly complex development challenges is essential to the well-being of citizens in countries around the world. In view of the above, Public Service Day is celebrated every year on 23rd June at the United Nations headquarters to acknowledge and reward the creative achievements and contributions to public service institutions to improving the quality of life for citizens. The opportunity to innovate and transform the way governments operate and serve citizens is greater today than ever before. Thanks to the strides made in the field of information and communication technology and the significant opportunities it offers to streamline processes, lower costs, improve research capabilities, and promote more effective service delivery. Through the intelligent use of information and communication technologies, governments can increasingly become more cost-effective, transparent, accountable, and participatory. The Division for Public Administration and Development Management of UNDESA stands ready to assist and cooperate with member states, civil society, and the private sector to strengthen the capacity of governments to solve problems and to set and achieve their social and economic national objectives.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. We are ready to start the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request that you take your seats. We should be able to start the ceremony right now. Thank you very much.
Good morning. May I have your attention, please? Excellencies, distinguished award winners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2012 United Nations Public Service Day Award Ceremony and Forum. This event this year is very special for two reasons. One is that we're also celebrating the 10th anniversary of the United Nations Public Service Day and Award. Two is that for the first time, we're celebrating such an event at the United Nations General Assembly Hall. So we're now beginning our opening ceremony. It is my great honor to invite Mr. Shah Khan, Under Secretary General for Economic and Social Affairs of the United Nations, to deliver his welcome address. Under Secretary General Shah.
Good morning, excellent ladies and gentlemen, distinguished award winners and delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you this morning to the 10th anniversary of the United Nations Public Service Day and Awards ceremony. I would like to pay special tribute to the high-level dignitaries who honor us today with their presence, including His Excellency Dr. Mutlaq al-Qahtani, the Chef de Cabinet, representing His Excellency Mr. Nasir Abdulaziz al-Nassau, the President of the General Assembly, the Deputy Mayor of New York City, Mr. Gus Holloway, the ministers from across the world, and the permanent representatives of member states to the United Nations. Allow me to extend a special welcome to the winning institutions from the member states and to congratulate them for implementing innovative solutions in areas of preventing corruption in the public service, in areas fostering the participation of citizens in policy making, advancing knowledge management in government, promoting gender-responsive delivery of public services, achieving excellence in e-government development, and for the overall improvement of public service delivery. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Executive Chairman Long Yuxiang of China International Cultural Communication Center for sponsoring many of today's celebratory events, including UNPSA Trophy and His Excellency Ambassador Francis Lorenzo, President of South-South News, for media coverage of this event. This year, 44 public organizations from 29 countries will receive United Nations Public Service Award, which recognizes excellence in the public service. First place winners are public sector institutions from Bahrain, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Brazil, Dominican Republic, India, Lebanon, Malaysia, Mauritius, Mexico, Republic of Korea, Senegal, South Africa, Spain, Thailand, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, and the United States of America. Second place winners are public sector institutions from Australia, Canada, Egypt, Georgia, Grenada, India, Kenya, Mexico, Morocco, Oman, Republic of Korea, Rwanda, Singapore, Slovenia, Spain, Switzerland, Thailand, and Turkey. A number of government institutions being awarded today have adopted measures to improve efficiency, effectiveness, transparency, and awareness, and to prevent corruption through innovation. Some countries have automated procurement systems and improving regulatory frameworks. Some countries have enhanced access to and the quality of justice by designing innovative integrated management systems and implementing mobile technologies to accelerate the conclusion of legal processes. Some countries have improved the participation of citizens in policy development, resulting in a growing culture of engagement, increased public trust and confidence in governments. Gender-responsive service delivery is being recognized by the inclusion of women in security forces, their increased representation in management, and the adoption of the multi-sectorial approaches to prevent and care for survivors of domestic and gender-based violence. I'm glad to highlight that the United Nations Public Service Award Program has grown tremendously since its inception, from an initial 81 nominations in the year 2003 to a 471 nominations submitted for the year 2012 cycle. Since 2011, there has been a 58% increase in the number of nominations, and in the past biennium alone, there has been a 100% increase in nominations. This growth also represents an increase in the number of participating member states, at 73 for the 2012, from an initial 46. In addition, 16 of this year's member states have participated for the first time, and some of them have even won the award. This year also marks the 7th edition of the United Nations e-Government Survey. The 2012 United Nations e-Government Survey Special Awards are conferred in 4 categories: Global e-Government Ranking, Outstanding Progress in e-Government among the top 20, the highest regional e-Government ranking, and the Global e-Participation Ranking. The first place winners in the Global e-Government ranking is Republic of Korea, followed by Netherlands and the United Kingdom in second and third place, respectively. These countries have excelled in all aspects of e-government. They have established robust telecommunications infrastructure and expanded the usage of e-government facilities to bridge the digital divide by extending service delivery to all. In addition, through online interaction with decision makers, citizens' views are incorporated into public policies. Finland, Israel, and Liechtenstein are acknowledged as having had outstanding progress in e-government among the top 20 countries, while the top-ranking countries regionally are the Seychelles for Africa, the United States of America for the Americas, the Republic of Korea for Asia, the Netherlands for Europe, and Australia for Oceania. Many countries have adopted citizen inclusion as a key component in providing customer-oriented e-government services and an opportunity for e-decision making. The Netherlands and the Republic of Korea share first place in the global e-participation ranking. Kazakhstan and Singapore second place, and in third place the United Kingdom and the United States of America. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as government seek innovative ways to address public service challenges, it is important to remember that adapting successful initiatives can considerably save resources and time. Sharing information on innovation is, therefore, an important means to provide concrete solutions to governance challenges. My department, Department for Economic and Social Affairs, DESA, has taken this challenge very seriously, and today the United Nations Public Service Award Program is a valuable vehicle for facilitating the collection and adaptation of innovative practices. To build on this momentum, DESA will soon implement a capacity development project through the development account funding to assist the least developed countries to adopt initiatives that best address their unique situations. The extraordinary achievements of this year's winners of United Nations Public Service Awards and e-Government Survey Special Awards bear testimony to the fact that governance challenges are not insurmountable. DESA stands ready to facilitate the exchange of ideas and the best practices to improve public service across the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. Now it's my great honor to invite His Excellency Dr. Mutlaq Al-Qahtani to deliver his welcome address on behalf of His Excellency Abdulaziz Al-Nasser, President of the 66th United Nations General Assembly. His Excellency.
Mr. Shah, Zhou Kang, Undersecretary for General Economic and Social Affairs, Mr. Cass Holloway, Deputy Mayor for New York City, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, winners of the United Nations Public Service Awards, winners of the e-Government Survey Special Awards, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to be with you this morning to deliver the following remarks on behalf of the President of the General Assembly. Happy United Nations Public Service Day to all. I would start by extending my warm congratulations to all the winners of the 2012 Public Service Awards and the winners of the e-Government Survey Special Awards. Each of you is being recognized for your excellence in public service. For me, public service means a selfless dedication to advancing the good of others. I consider this service to be one of the greatest gifts we can offer, and I thank each of you for your outstanding initiatives, your selfless dedication, and your tireless efforts. In 2002, the General Assembly designated 23rd of June as United Nations Public Service Day. This year marks the 10th anniversary of this day, which has become a significant day for public officials across the globe. On this day each year, the General Assembly encourages member states to organize special events that highlight the contribution of public service and public servants to effective, transparent, and inclusive public governance. In recognition of this day and to celebrate recent innovations in public service, the United Nations organizes an annual high-level event. On this Public Service Day, let us recognize successful initiatives in public administration. Let us acknowledge the progress that has been made, and let us commit to more citizen-centric public administration. Today, the United Nations Public Service Day remains as relevant as it was 10 years ago. As our societies continue to grow and expand, and as needs grow with them, the public sector must embrace a proactive, innovative, and solution-oriented approach to public governance issues. This is particularly true in developing countries and countries in transition. In these countries, strong public sector capacities and management helps bolster long-term national development. I would therefore encourage continuous investment in public sector capacity building so that every government can deliver services that respond effectively to the needs of their people. In this respect, I commend the UN Department for Economic and Social Affairs, DESA, for this continuing efforts to promote innovative in the public service through capacity building activities, including this United Nations Public Service Awards program. Ladies and gentlemen, on this important occasion, I wish to pay tribute to the public officials and public servants, whether in a big metropolis or a small remote village, who work diligently to make a positive difference in the lives of millions of people. Let us all, on the UN Public Service Day, commit to supporting the crucial work of civil and public servants around the world. To every public servant, I extend my heartfelt gratitude. I encourage you to continue on the path of innovation and excellence in serving your communities. I wish you all great success in your future work. Thank you and enjoy this special event.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Qahtani. Now it's my great pleasure to invite Deputy Mayor of City of New York, Mr. Caswell Holloway, to make his keynote address. Deputy Mayor, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today. My name is Kaz Holloway. I am the Deputy Mayor for Operations for the City of New York. On behalf of Mayor Bloomberg, my boss, and the mayor of this great city, let me say a special thank you to His Excellency Mutlaq Al-Qahtani, to Shah Zhu Khan, and to Ms. Haiyan Chen. And congratulations not only to New York City for 311, but to all of the winners at this year's UN Public Service Day. It's an honor to receive an award in recognition of 311. Now, 311 is New York City's phone line and online service for non-emergency service requests for government services. So it basically touches everything we do as a city. When Mayor Bloomberg launched 311 in 2003, we had over 800 services that people could ask questions about, from garbage to noise to other services. Today, that number has grown to 4,000. At the launch, and since 311 launched in 2003, we've had more than 140 million calls, as well as 4 million visits by New Yorkers to the 311 online website. And it was because of citizen input and the demand for more information and clarity that the number of service requests available on 311 has grown so dramatically since 2003. As Deputy Mayor for Operations, I oversee the services that keep the city running every day. Garbage collection. Our Department of Sanitation picks up over 11,000 tons of garbage every day. Water. New Yorkers consume 1 billion gallons of drinking water every day. Sewer service. New Yorkers generate more than 1.3 billion gallons of wastewater that we have to treat every day. But all of this pales in comparison to the 140 million calls that New Yorkers have made to 311 in order to ask questions about and get information about these services. In fact, on an average year now, we have between online and phone calls 24 million service request calls to 311 every year. That's about 3 points of engagement for every New Yorker. I highlight those numbers because I think that it is important to recognize that 311 itself is a service and a good measure of the theme of today's Public Service Day, which is enhancements in citizen engagement. This is one of the most important ways that New York City, and I would submit cities around the world, and many other cities are doing this now, to empower the citizenry to learn about and get service from their government. It's so important that the mayor, who I sit right across from in a big room at City Hall, had a live feed of the numbers placed in the bullpen. So there's a ticker of all of the service requests that are coming into 311 every day. Now, the mayor knows the rhythm of these numbers. He knows the average numbers that are coming in. He knows what time of day there should be, between 10,000 numbers or 30,000 calls or 40,000 calls. And if something's wrong, whether the number's too high or too low, he turns to me and says, "What's going on out there?" So it is a really powerful way to have an immediate view of whether New Yorkers are, engaging services at the level we expect them to. In fact, every day I get a report on the 311 response and whether we're meeting our service targets. To me, it's just about the most important metric there is. In fact, while I was sitting backstage, I got the report for yesterday. And while I want to say congratulations to the 311 team here, a number of people who are here to receive the award, we just missed our service target for yesterday. The normal target is 80% of calls within 30 seconds. Yesterday, we hit 76%. Seems like we had a lot of requests about noise and other things. And I say that just to show you that we're not padding the numbers here. We follow this religiously every single day. On the one hand, the reason this metric is important is because if a citizen doesn't get an answer to the 311 call, or if a service is not followed up on, they lose confidence in government. On the one hand, a stranded caller or an unmet request is bad because it means they got bad service, and that's something that Mayor Bloomberg cannot abide. But it's also a powerful means of citizens' engagement, which is the focus of this year's awards. The theme of the day, Innovation in Citizens' Engagement for Effective Governance, could not be more timely. Now, the day has defined that as building a more transparent, accountable, connected, sustainable, participatory, and citizen-centric public administration. That is what 311 is all about. The 8 million New Yorkers who live in this city, who reach out to 311 24 million times a year, I can tell you they are causing their government to react, whether it's to fill a pothole or close down a noisy establishment, or, of course we have 911 as well, but the hundreds of services that New Yorkers expect, they now also expect that they're going to be able to get by going to one place, 311. And so I think it really hits on the theme of today's awards right in the center. Now, 311 is a two-way street. Not only does it give citizens a chance to engage in government, but it also helps us to more effectively allocate resources. Today's theme also points out that governments in these times are having to do more with less. It's a theme that we hear about over and over around the world. And 311 enables us to take what would otherwise be basically spreading resources and just hoping you hit the problem to enable to target them in places where we know the problems are. So, for example, when 10,000 trees fell down when Hurricane Irene hit last year, we were able to use 311 requests to geocode where those trees fell down and deliver services exactly where they were needed, rather than doing roving patrols. We also, in growing response, we're also leveraging this by allowing citizens access to our 311 data so they can tell us more interesting things about our city information than we know ourselves. Mayor Bloomberg has announced a big apps competition, and the 311 data that we make available to the public is one of the most accessed data sources that we have. And people use that to do incredible things. And so I would submit that the investment in a 311 system and rigorously tracking and expanding the services that you make available is not only a good way for citizens to engage and for government to allocate its resources more efficiently, but you're also going to get the public excited, especially in this day where everybody wants to work with data sets and build apps online, to help us run our governments better. And that is probably the most valuable thing that we can get by the citizen engagement from 311. Now, when it comes to government services and customer service and technology, you're only as good as your last innovation. And so while it's where we are today at 140 million calls and 4 million people visiting 311 online, the real question is, where are we going to go in the future? Right now, you can download a 311 application from the Apple Application Store, but we are revamping that so that we can make even more services available online and through smartphones, so that any citizen anywhere at any time can tell us what's going wrong. They usually don't tell us what's going right, but what's going wrong so that we can fix the problem. So hopefully, as much as we appreciate the award this year, we're putting innovations in place that'll make us contenders next year and the year after that and the years after that as well. So thank you very much for this award. Thank you for being here in New York City. And on behalf of the mayor and the entire city, have a wonderful Public Service Day.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Mr. Holloway. Thank you once again to all the three speakers for their insightful statements. Now we will begin with the award ceremony. So it's my great pleasure to invite Undersecretary General Shah Zukang and Dr. Al-Qahtani to proceed to the center of the stage to present 2012 United Nations Public Service Award to the winners, and also to the winners of 2012 United Nations e-Government Survey Special Awards. I also would like to invite our DPM staff, Mr. John Mericausia, Chief of PACB and DPDM, UNDESA, and Ms. And Ms. Ejana Alberti, PSA, UNPSA Coordinator, and also Ms. Silka Nilundiloa, UNPSA Administrator, to proceed to the stage. So the 2012 United Nations Public Service Award is awarded in five categories, with first and second place winners. This year, there are a total of 19 first-place winners and 25 second-place winners, as mentioned by Mr. Shah. First-place winners of Category 1, Preventing and Combating Corruption in the Public Service by regions are, for Africa, the winner is the Independent Commission Against the Corruption of Mauritius for the initiative on preventing and combating corruption in the public service. I would like to invite the delegation from Mauritius to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Thank you. For Asia and Pacific, the winner is the Anti-Corruption and Civil Rights Commission of the Republic of Korea for the initiative of integrity assessment. I would like to invite the delegation from Republic of Korea to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. For Latin America and the Caribbean, the winner is the Ministry of Public Service of Mexico for the initiative on new model of control and audit of public works. I'd like to invite a delegation from Mexico to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. For Western Asia, the winner is the Ministry of Justice of Turkey for the initiative on SMS information system. I invite the delegation from Turkey to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a round of applause. First place winners for Category 2, improving the delivery of public services. By region R for Africa, the winner is Jill Gaden, 2000 of Senegal, for the initiative on the electronic single window procession of foreign and trade and custom for families. I invite the delegation from Senegal to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a round of applause. For Asia and the Pacific, the winner is the District Health Society for Uttar Pradesh, India, for the initiative on Acrogem. I invite the delegation from India to proceed to the stage. Let's give her a warm round of applause. For Europe and North America, the winner is the City of New York's 311 Customer Service Center of the United States of America for the initiative of NYC 311. I invite the delegation from the United States of America to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a round of applause. For Latin America and the Caribbean, the winner is the Essential Drugs Program, Logistics Support Central of the Dominican Republic for the initiative Essential Drugs Program, Logistics Support Central. I invite the delegation from the Dominican Republic to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. For Western Asia, the winner is the Cooperative of Government Employees of Lebanon for the initiative Simplify Procedures and Improve Services. I invite the delegation from Lebanon to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. First place winners for Category 3, fostering participation in public policy making decisions through innovative mechanisms by regions are for Asian Pacific. The winner is the Royal Irrigation Department of Thailand for the initiatives on integrated drought prevention and mitigation. The Mayor Yom Operation and Maintenance Office. I invite the delegation from Thailand to proceed to the stage, and let's give them a warm round of applause. For Europe and North America, the winner is the Department of Housing, Construction and Transport, the Basque Government, Spain, for the initiative on housing all opinions matter. I invite the delegation from Spain to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. For Latin America and the Caribbean, the winner is the Department of Planning and Management of Pernambuco, Brazil, for the initiative on the participatory regional seminars. I invite the delegation from Brazil to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. First place winners for Category 4, Advancing Knowledge Management in Government by regions are for Asian Pacific. The winner is the Implementation Coordination Unit, Prime Minister's Department, Malaysia, for the initiative eCash. I invite the delegation from Malaysia to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. For Europe and North America, the winner is the Provincial Council of Barcelona, Spain, for the initiative on Territorial Information System for the Network of Open Spaces. I invite the delegation from Spain to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. For Western Asia, the winner is the E-Government Authority Minister of Cabinet Affairs of Bahrain, for the initiative on Integrated Workflow Management System Institution. I invite the delegation from Bahrain to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. First place winners for Category 5, promoting gender-respective delivery of public services. By region, for Africa, the winner is Small Projects Foundation, South Africa, for the initiative on protecting the futures. I invite the delegation from South Africa to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. From Europe and North America, the winner is Ministry of Security, Bosnia-Herzegovina, for the initiative on public participation in peace processes. I invite the delegation from Bosnia and Herzegovina to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. For Latin America and the Caribbean, the winner is Pernambuco State of Secretariat for Women, Brazil, for the initiative of Chapo de Pala. I invite the delegation from Brazil to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. For Western Asia, the winner is the Dubai Police General Headquarters of the United Arab Emirates for the initiative Inclusion of Women in the Police Force. I invite the delegation from the United Emirates to proceed to the stage. Please join me in a warm round of applause. Now I'm announcing the second place winners for Category 1, Preventing and Combating Corruption in the Public Service. By regions are for Asian Pacific. The winner is the Building and Construction Authority of Singapore for the initiative on promoting accountability for procurement of public products. I invite the delegation from Singapore to proceed to the stage. Let's give him a warm round of applause. For Latin America and the Caribbean, the winner is the Ministry of Civil Service of Mexico for the initiative National Public Procurement System. I invite the delegation from Mexico to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. For Western Asia, the winner is the State Procurement Agency of Georgia for the initiative Georgian Electronic Government Procurement System. I invite the delegation from Georgia to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. The second place winners for Category 2, improving the delivery of public services by region, are for Africa. The winner is the group plan for retirement allowances of Morocco for the initiative on zero paper. I invite the delegation from Morocco to proceed to the stage. Let's give him a warm welcome and applause. For Africa, the winner is the Directorate General of Immigration and Immigration of Rwanda for the initiative on the use of ICT in improving service delivery in the DGIE. I invite the delegation from Rwanda to proceed to the stage. Let's give them a warm round of applause. For Asia and the Pacific, the winner is the Public Service Delivery Management